Hi, my name is Jason Ellinger. I'm the CEO of Taiken Translations. Today, I've got a little story for you I want to share with you. When I was 16 years old, I I started exercising, and I was sitting in the kitchen, talking to my grandmother one day, and I was like, man, I think it's harder for me, because I had some kind of dumb excuse as to why it was harder for me to do these exercises than it was for maybe other kids or normal kids. And she just like looked at me and she's like, Jason, you just think that it's hard for everybody. It's not harder for you. It's not harder for anybody else. It's harder for everybody. And she taught me a really important lesson that day. And that was, it's important to get started, because there are so many limiting beliefs that you have in your head, that you think in your mind, that you allow to creep in, that cause you to not move forward in the iteration process, in the trial, error, in the measurement, and then the new activity based on the measurement type work that we're doing. And that meeting with my grandmother back then kind of set the tone for me for so many different situations in life. And I often referred back to it, and I thought, everybody has their story, everybody has their background, everybody has their challenges, and that are very unique to each of us. And they all give opportunity for incredible limiting beliefs and limiting that limit our activity, or limit our ability to go through or overcome or work through a challenge that keeps us from winning. And if we sit there at the beginning and we let that mentality just simmer in our minds, we'll never get started, and we'll never do anything, and we'll never get to the place where we start trying, failing, fixing, trying, failing, fixing, trying, failing, fixing, because you've got to try and fail 1,000 times before you actually win. I remember when I first started out in my sales career, and when we first started one of our companies, and I would make these massive email lists where I'd be sending out, I would make huge email lists, and then I would just send out individual emails to every person on those email lists. Hi, Bill, my name is Jason Ellinger. We do this. Maybe you guys need some help with this. Hi, Jill. Hi, Jack. Hi. I would send out very specific emails to them. And it started a process that was like, okay, now I've gone from doing absolutely nothing to doing some activity. And now I understand that this activity works or it doesn't work. So I would send out those emails, and out of 1,000 emails that I personally wrote to people who needed our service, or who I thought needed our service, I got one reply, maybe, at the beginning. One reply, maybe two replies. Maybe if there was a third reply, it was like, yeah, thanks, we don't need your services. And so it really started on a journey of, okay, how do I better find leads that are going to cause me to be able to get a better response on the emails that I sent out and the investment of my time. But at the beginning, I just had to start, because I just thought, well, what if I start and I fail? Or what if I start and I don't have this, I never get the impact that I'm looking for. Well, if you sit there, you will never get the impact that you want in your life. But if you actually start, remove that belief that you can't, or that it's somehow harder for you than it was for everybody else. I'm diminishing that everybody has challenges they get over. All of you do, all of us. We all have challenges, and we all have a story. But that story can't stop us from going, from starting, from moving forwards. There's a great book out that's called Start, I think. It's called John Acuff. And he just talks about doing reps and starting your process and actually getting into the groove, doing stuff over and over and over, and getting better at it over time. And eventually, somehow, as if it's a magic phenomenon, that success begins to become a part of your life. And then, in some senses, it's kind of true, but you gotta start. And so that's the message I want to share with you guys today. And I hope it's somehow help somebody out there to if you're stuck, you just start. Everybody has their story. Everybody has their limitations, but you got to start, and start today. Start right now.